I know you do not play games with me.
But I thought you loved games. I have visions of you as a little girl before your civilization came crashing down. How did it feel to have your whole existence wiped out?
You forget that I was chosen for a greater purpose.
Purpose? The elders played you just like they play everyone in your so-called order.
And you think Obsidian's Abyss is gonna let you gain more power in this fight?
We have an understanding. I get to spread fear and destruction throughout dimensions as long as the shadows rule the Master Realm.
You're as naive as all the others.
And you believe the elders actually stand for balance. It is a lie. A great lie. And you've all been tricked into a different form of chaos. The elders put so many civilizations in danger just so that they can rule the Master Realm for themselves. The fact they call it a Master Realm, as if all the others are worthless. Life is a toy to them, and your friends will learn this soon.
My friends are more powerful than you think. They play a game that is the ultimate chaos and win. You'll never be able to stop the Chosen One.
The Chosen One is fake. Just another game by the elders. The Green Ball, as they call it, will be mine once I extinguish their pitiful lives. I will destroy the Order of Light, and Obsidian's Abyss will finish the job by defeating the elders.
You forget about the others.
Mario and the Shadow Brigade member? They're part of the plan.
What do you mean?
Trust can be a chaotic thing. Putting faith in another to assist you on your journey in life. But you never know when it'll all come crumbling down.
You're making a mistake. The shadows will betray you.
Enough of this. The Queen is dead.
I think we're alone.
What do you mean?
I felt the Queen's pain. I don't think.
If it is all up to us now, any ideas?
We need a Chosen One. Everyone left in the hunt for the Green Bull. I have used the artifacts to create a shield around you. The power is waning, but the last two will be able to finish the job and play to be the Chosen One. The others? I'm sorry. You must hide and survive. Do not be caught by the Aes Sídhe or this new beast. But we need to know what's going on, so I must ask you all to spy. What is happening? Communicate with me.
Everything seems to be flashing. My mind keeps seeing places on Earth, and places I don't understand. Alien places.
These are dimensional rifts, correct? I can see different time periods on Earth, including the future with the shadows that never was.
All I wanted to do was win this league, not be stuck in a strange world with a bunch of psychotic creatures.
I know. And I am sorry, but please tell me what you see.
I see a castle that fluctuates into a tree with what looks like a woman sitting near it.
Interesting.
I can see football stadiums and mass panic. People are running from something, and it isn't because they fear my lineup.
It must be the Aes Sídhe using the rifts. If this other creature's gaze gets through, things will get a lot worse.
Wait a minute. I see my players running off the field. I swear I will kill these creatures myself if they make the course of the Numero Uno seed return.
Stay strong, my friends. The Chosen One will be known soon. And then we can save our world and this one. Maybe all worlds. Until then, stay out of this creature's gaze. It will freeze you in fear.
Mario, what happened? Wake up! Mario! Mario!
Welcome to the quest for the Green Ball! Òrdugh, Truaillidh, and welcome to the final week of season-long fantasy football. Some interesting results last week leads us to knowing who's in the Green Bowl and who's in all the other place matches. And let's get right into what happened in the Semifinals! In our first matchup, top-seeded Banditos del Rio hosted fifth-seeded Risky Business at the deserts of Mehlu. This one remained fairly close throughout, with Banditos hovering around a 65% chance to win for most of Sunday, and then having that chance balloon all the way to 85% before the final game on Christmas. Still, even with just a 15% chance to win, Risky Business did have Christian McCaffrey and his ability to drop major points, so it wasn't over until the final game ended, of course. But Banditos del Rio hung on to become the second ever top seed in 9 seasons to win a semifinal matchup, as they pulled off a 95.9 to 85.72 victory over Risky Business. Mike Evans was the star here with 86 yards and 2 touchdowns to continue his strong season, with Baker Mayfield throwing his way. DeAndre Swift was also huge with 92 yards and a touchdown, and Patrick Mahomes salvaged a difficult game with a late touchdown of his own. The Chiefs' defense were also huge with 8 points allowed and 2 sacks. Jahmyr Gibbs was key for Risky Business's chances with 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, though he did lose a fumble. McCaffrey added 131 yards and a score, and Matthew Stafford collected 328 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Cortland Sutton's 0 was detrimental here, as well as TJ Hawkinson's day ending with an injury after a strong start. The Packers' defense continued to struggle even in a good matchup and disappointed big time. As for the highlighted players, it almost seems at times that Risky Business was going to win this battle of key spots in the lineup. Lockett did decent with 81 yards, and Raheem Mostert was held to just 50 yards, but in the end it was Mostert who found the end zone again, the 21st time this season, and that was a big reason why Banditos del Rio was able to advance to his first ever Green Bowl. Risky Business will settle for the third place game.
Business risky. Banditos del Rio have one thing that the business that is risky not have. Mucho burritos and chimichangas. Banditos del Rio will bring many burritos and chimichangas again and again and again. So, bring a care. I hope you like burritos and chimichangas, because Banditos likes them. Ha ha ha.
Moving on to the second semifinal, second-seeded Green Acres hosted sixth-seeded the Stellar Bitches at the Bogs of Diomirach. The Stellar Bitches were trying to do something no sixth seed has ever done in our league, and that's win a semifinal game. Green Acres had a strong start, though, with Kyron Williams, but the Stellar Bitches were hanging around in the end and certainly had an opportunity when you looked at the players left. In the end, though, some disappointments doomed the Bitches, and Green Acres was able to punch a ticket to the Green Bowl in a 93.48 to 69.42 win. Williams was a star on Thursday night with 104 yards and a touchdown, and Geno Smith added 2 scores as well, along with 227 passing yards. Ty Chandler also scored a touchdown, and Cairo Santos and the Bills defense combined for 14 points, outscoring Evan McPherson and the Bengals defense, which had just 1 combined point. Baker Mayfield led the Stellar Bitches with 283 passing yards and 2 scores, and Rashad White collected 77 yards and a touchdown. Cole Kmet had 107 yards and a very strong start before an injury ended hopes of a potential beast game. As for the highlighted players, both did their jobs, which actually favored Green Acres. Bijan Robinson finished with 122 yards for the Stellar Bitches, while Jonathan Taylor had just 43 yards for Green Acres, but Taylor also scored a touchdown, the first rushing touchdown allowed by the Atlanta Falcons all season. This is one of the reasons why the Stellar Bitches are settling for a chance at the Browns in 2023, and why Green Acres is going to make his second career Green Bowl appearance.
Hey guys, so yeah, I got a big one this week. I didn't like my matchups going into it. Especially my running backs, they were up against good defenses, but each of them pulled out a touchdown, which really helped me, and the whole team did pretty well, and that was enough to win. So I'm happy with the win. I'm ready for the championship. I think the first year I was in the Green Bowl and I haven't been back yet, so I'm hoping to win. It's gonna be a good matchup. I think it's gonna be really even. So super pumped. Let's go. Let's get it.
We also had 2 consolation semifinal matches going on to complete our final week's place match schedule, and let's discuss them in the best of the rest. Tuckers hosted the Siamese Dreamcats at Cascade Isle, and despite taking a negative 5-point penalty for leaving in an injured Josh Jacobs, the Ravens defense stepped up to lead the Mother Tuckers to an 87.52 to 65.9 win. Russell Wilson was a nice pickup off waivers. He collected 238 passing yards, 20 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 2-point conversions. Ezekiel Elliott added a score as well, but it was Younghoe Koo and the Ravens defense that were the stars here. Koo finished with 5 field goals, including 2 40-plus yarders, and the Ravens collected 4 sacks and 5 interceptions, along just 17 points to the 49ers. The combined 34 points outscored the Eagles defense and Harrison Butker, who combined for just 8 points. Brock Purdy also struggled mightily for the Dreamcats with 4 interceptions against the Ravens. Aaron Jones did have 135 yards, and CeeDee Lamb collected 132 yards and a touchdown. David Njoku also added another touchdown. In the end, the elite Mother Tuckers are off to the consolation final, and the Dreamcats will settle for the 9th place match. Lastly, the multiple Scoregasms hosted Low-Key Lebowski Thor at the abandoned villages of Bonanock, and despite having just 3 wins in the regular season, it was Lebowski Thor punching a ticket to the consolation final with a 96.94 to 72.04 win. Jalen Hurts had 301 passing yards, 34 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns to lead Lebowski Thor. Kelvin Ridley added 90 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Buccaneers defense had 4 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and just 12 points allowed. The Scoregasms had 84 yards, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion by Saquon Barkley, and 106 yards and a score by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jake Elliott added 4 field goals, and Trevor Lawrence did have a touchdown before getting injured again. In the end, there wasn't enough for the Scoregasms, and they are off to the 9th place match. And there we have it. The final week is set. We are destined to have an action-packed Green Bowl while everyone else plays for 2024 draft position and pride. We will preview all the final matchups tomorrow with the emphasis on the big one. We're going to have a new 2023 Green Bowl champion, and it will be a first-time champion. History will be made. Before you go, you can check out the updated playoff bracket. Until next time, salut.